dear sub-colleagues and sub-friends. In today's video, I would like to continue the first video in which we created an ALV grid. And in this video, I would like to show you how you can delete a data from the ALV grid. And basically, this is a pretty easy task, especially if you have watched the first video of the series. And I would like to jump into the system, and as you can see, we are already logged on into the system. The first thing which we need is the transaction SE80 or the ABAP workbench. And the program which we wrote last time, which you can download from my GitHub repository, is actually saved as a local object on my system, and is called ztest ALV grid save. So we click 2 times on it. The system is a little bit slow, but however it is working. And what we have here, we have some data declaration, we have the get data, we have make field cat, we have the field cat here, and we also have here the function for showing the ALV grid. And basically here we have some forms for the saving of the data, and here we have one more form for the commands for the buttons, so to say, which we have. And here is actually the place exactly where we would like to add the delete button. Okay, how we do this? Well, the first thing which we need is to open the GUI status here, which we added last time. If you haven't watched this video, you can do this now or after this one, as you wish. But I think if you want to understand how the whole thing was built, there is a video for this in my channel, and it's called how to create ALV grid or something like this. And basically we go to GUI status and then to standard. And here we have the, so to say, function settings. And the one that we need is the functional buttons. Here we open this one. And basically what we need is, just a second, because I need to think about it as well. I haven't practiced this one, but I've done it a few times in my life already. So actually, we may actually need the second one. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I think we'll take this one. These are buttons which can be hit, so to say. And this is the part here in the menu up there when the ALV grid is shown. So what we do, we click here. Actually, I think we need to open this one for changes. Yeah, and then we say, I actually don't know whether I have this symbol here, that's why I copy it, and then we say del, enter, and we'll be asked, what is it? Well, actually it's definitely, yeah, it's statish, yeah, it's the delete button. Yeah, we want to take this one, and now we have the icon as well, I hope. Well, basically, I'm not sure whether we need, yeah, but this is actually absolutely okay. And now the icon should pop up as well, but it's not really there. Okay, we try once again. Something happened here. Once again, have delete. Okay, okay, I think we need a shortcut, so to say, for opening, and these are, I think, the free one. Okay, now it happened, right? We needed to select a shortcut in order to be able to do this, so we done this as well. And what we do is we save this, and we also click on activate, because we have to activate the status and the buttons, the whole operation here. We activate the report as well, and we actually can go back to the report now. We go back to the report, and now we'll have to write some code. Well, actually it's, I think, really not a lot of code that we need, that we have to type here. But however, let's see, what do we have here? We have already written some code for the save button, because last time we wanted to add new data to the table, and what we built here last time in the video is a program which is able to write data on the database table or in the database table. And what we want now is to delete from the ALV grid, from the ALV grid to be able to delete data, right? So what we have is actually, I think, okay, we can do this in this case here, because this would be, so to say, a waiting function. And what we need is to write when, and then we can copy this one just to save some seconds by typing the symbols, and then that's actually the name of the button that we created a few minutes ago. And what we also need is to say read table, internal table of spfly into, this would be the work area spfly, with an index. There must be an index for this reason, with a selection one, which is selected. And yeah, this is it. Then we say perform, and we say, well, now we need a function which will create in a second. So this would be function delete data using the work area, right? Because this is the way how you can talk to the function, to the previous one. And what we do now is we create one more function here. This one would be called delete data. Sorry. Now we have form. We also need endform. And this would be the form f delete data using, I'm sorry for this, I'm typing a little bit faster than usual today. So we have the work area, which is of type this table with the flight data. Okay. We also need a point here in order syntax to be right. And what we have now is we have some more code here to write, and basically this would be the function which would be able to delete from this table. That is why we have to write now. We have to write here where the data would be deleted from. Delete from spfly, where car ID is equal to work area spfly car ID. And we also have the ends, because we have two keys, so to say. And this would be the one, the work area connection ID. Okay. Well, there is one very important thing which I would like to write here as well. This is the suitable error handling, which is very important. And let's see how this is working as well. Okay. We forgot here the point for the end of the row. And what we have now is here the error handling, which would be now a very simple error handling. It would not lead to any protocol or something. It would be just message and then record deleted. And this would be of type S. Basically, this is very important as well, because if it is type E, then the program would be ended. But I may make another video about these, about error handling, because I think this is a very important topic nowadays. And if you really want to become good in any program language, you need to be able to understand how the functions are working and be able to use the errors for features, if you wish, or for the better compatibility with the business logic for the end customer, which is using your program or your reports. There was an error, for instance, we can write here, but this one will be E, because I said E stands for error, and if there is the E type, then the message would lead to error in the program, and the program would, so to say, stop. It would be end of the program. Okay, and what we've done now is we've done actually a pretty decent job, I think, and I just want to check once again how and what we did. Okay. Yeah, this should be working. This should be working. The way that it's built, I usually am very crazy, so to say, about alignments and about the right alignment of the code itself. So basically what we can do now is we can save this program, first of all, very important. We can test this program, and as we see there is error, because this is with double R here, if I remember it correctly, but yeah, this must be the case here. And we have here connection ID and not IT. Save. Check. No mistake. Okay, let's see how it is going, how it is working already. I'll activate the program. And then I'll execute the program. And what we can see now here, the button is already there. The one for delete, which we added through the GUI status. What we want to do now is we want to select a specific row and then click on delete. Record deleted. But you know what? The problem, as you can see, is that the whole table here is not selected once again after a delete, but the record was deleted. Actually, this one, the button, has returned a good code and the record was deleted. Okay, and this actually means that we have to do some more in the code. And now I would like to show you how exactly we are able to change this. Actually, this is a pretty simple task. We go once back. And what we need is for the part where we have the get data part, we would like to make the the get data part actually a form. I'll show you how. It's pretty easy. I'll just write it here now, but I will change the place of the code in a second. Okay. And we need once more this. It must be a little bit more beautiful, because it can be. Here we need the form name, which will be get data. And one more row here. And we can select this one. And what we have to do is just take this one and put it here where the forms are, and then just when delete is clicked, the table should be red once again. Then we will perform the delete part, the delete function with delete from the table, here with the specific error handling, and then we would like to just to perform get data once again. Save, activate, okay. And furthermore, I can show you now something more. Let's see this return code in the debugger, because the previous video was about the debugger and about the tricks, so to say, which a person can use there. So now I would like to set a breakpoint here at this row and then execute the program. Okay, it's empty. We go back and let's see what is not as it should be. Oh, actually, what we need is we need to leave the get data bar here, but we need also this one in the form. So, or this can be in different ways, but what we need is actually we need some more structure here. We need this to stay here because we use this part here in the call function. And now we can activate this once again, then execute the program once again. And what the last one is now missing, but if I now delete this one, the New York Frankfurt 3516, we get into the debugger and we're exactly at the point with the delete now. And if I execute this with one step, the return code, the SU super T, is 0, which means that the record was deleted. I would like to continue. And what we see now is that 3516 is still there. It's still there, which is not absolutely in order. Let's see why this is like this. Let's think about it. What we've missed? What have we missed? Record was deleted. And the bit that we have missed is actually pretty simple. Now, after a few seconds of thinking, it is all about the refresh of the desktop, which we can do by a simple command here in ABAP. And this would be now like, let's see here where the user command is. Where the user command is, we can write p cell field refresh point dd, and what we also need is rows table and calls table for com. And actually this must do the job, I think. Let me just think for a second. Yeah, this gotta do the job. Let's see. I saved. I activate. And at this point in time, something happened with the system. It's on its way. We're not going to close the program. We're not giving up. Oh, there is a stay. Oh, okay. Okay. It's not stabile. It's stable, of course. This is a calm here. So we need to activate once again, and now we can execute this program. We should make the things much more convenient now. Let's see. The last one which we deleted is missing now because we opened and closed the program once again, but now the question is what will happen if we delete this one or we start the debugger once again, because the breakpoint is there, but after continuing from the point where we are in the debugger, we should come back to this window where the data was, and there should not be the last row visible. So we continue, and the last row is not there, and this is all saved on the database. So we fixed this one as well. This was a successful task, or one more successful task for us. I hope that you have liked the video and it was very useful for you. If you have some comments or if you just like the video, please write down in the comments, and stay tuned guys. Till next time, wish you all the best.